Well, well, well. Here we are. It's another day. I feel like today's going to be a long stream. Ooh. Oh my. ASMR. So, I woke up this morning. I want to tell a little story before we get to work here. And I looked at my phone, and my friend texted me. It was just one text. He said, "This is crazy. Talks about the control of search engine results. Must see." And, well, the video is made by Bright Insight. I'm sure you all know who Bright Insight is, right?
That there is an active attempt to control what information is being seen by the masses, well, then you're about to see something that is so unbelievably disturbing that you'll never forget it.
Yeah. So Bright Insight does a video about Google search engines results, right? And it'll say, oh, there's billions of results. And you scroll down, it's all, propaganda websites like Politico, Vox, like all this basically propaganda. And you go to like page 42 of the results, and suddenly the billions of results, because it says at the top of the results, Google found blah, 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 billion results. Well, now it says 400. Sorry, it says like 110. But I'm mistaken. It doesn't even go to page 42. It goes to like page 20. And then it says, oh, you have 106 results. 100 results on 20 pages? Like, they don't even want you to search the internet. So what are they doing? Like, giving you 5 results per page? Why? They could easily give you 100 results per page, but they don't want to. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point of the video is, at the bottom, Google admits in a little paragraph that they've omitted most results for various reasons. And then there's also a link that says show omitted results. So you click on it, it takes you back to page 1 with the same, 6 billion results found. Now you can go past page 20 to page like 45. And this time it says 400 results. Once you get to the last page, like every page before the last page, it says 6 billion results, or however many billion or hundreds of millions of results, right? But once you get to page 45, it drops it down to less than 1,000 results. Like 400, like less than 500 results. Okay? This is the world we're living in right now. This is the world that we are living in at this moment, where the most powerful search engine on the planet will only give you 400 results, and they're mostly propaganda websites. One-sided results. okay? There's more than one side. There's more than two sides. But it's all one-sided. Google is propaganda. Okay? At least their search engine is. Anyway, what are we doing today? Besides looking at this really cool graphic here. This is actually my new tab, but now I have this little black dot in the corner here that I added. It's so funny, like I came up with this idea yesterday, and it took me like 3 minutes to build it. Just a little dot, and when I click it, it shows my, my apps, and when I turn it off, it hides my apps. And the really cool part is that, look at that, it updates the history using JavaScript's history API. It says no apps. When I click it again, it gets rid of it. So if I decide to like refresh the page to show a different random shader, well, it remembers the setting because it's in the URL now. And it was really easy to build it, but there were several parts, right? I had to check the location.href for no apps and then execute the no apps function if it exists. I also had to update the history whenever I click this little button, and I had to show and hide a div. It's actually two divs. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Procedurally generated mountains with a sunset. This looks very similar to Breath of the Wild style graphics. I like it. I just don't like the camera angle. Oh, I see how he faded in some stars. Like you have your sun and then out in the distance, stars. And these clouds kind of remind me of Zelda 64 for some reason. Anyway, oh look, it's another procedurally generated set of mountains. So this is my life, okay? I love computers. I love graphics, 3D graphics. And so, of course, I'm going to make my new tab render a random, demo, 3D demo. And so what I've been doing with my new tab project is curating these demos. So the next step that I'm going to do, because like right now, this is just an iframe that goes to shadertoys.com. Right? It's random demos or shaders, I guess you'd call it, that I personally handpicked. That I was like, oh, I want to see that in my new tab, because they have thousands of them, hundreds of thousands, but only a few of them are really good. Like I would say, like AAA quality. Like look at this. It's like Minecraft. It reminds me of Minecraft. But it looks awesome, and it's ray traced. Either it's ray traced or it looks ray traced to me. Or they have like ambient occlusion and bump maps. Excuse me. It's pretty. This one's kind of wacky. Beautiful though. There's another one similar to this that animates. Yeah, that's trippy, isn't it? It's cool though. It's futuristic. Another Minecraft style. Just fly through. Oh, we got Flappy Bird. Yeah, anyway, this one's one of my favorites. It's kind of ghost-like, ephemeral. I don't know how to pronounce it, but ethereal. So I wanted to bring up that YouTube video and that story because this is precisely why I'm making Collector, because I do not believe that anything that's given to me is the truth. I have to go out there and get it myself, okay? And I'm tired of just spending countless hours just browsing, you know, conspiracy websites. I want the data. I want the science behind everything. I want every book on the planet, even the banned books. I want all of it. All right, so what are we doing? Well, first we're going to add a propaganda category here, domain type. And I think that's on the model, so that'll, I mean the modals. So let's go to our domain view, modal view. And P for propaganda. And this will be 41. Now we have to add it to our enum, which is in the query, model. There we go. Okay. And I think in our model as well, not our model, but our domains list, which is in our HTML component, domains list item. For domain type, we can change the color. Domain type ID if we supply the enum value. So that means we need to go into here, find our, there it is. This is our business logic class. Let's render list and then render list item. Domain.type. .toString. Okay, and that means if we do that, we'll now be able to colorize our domain type based on the type of domain that it is. If it's like a propaganda website, that's going to be a big red bold. If it's a directory, yellow, like yellow pages, right? If it's a science journal, like a sciencey blue, like, or white, like bright white, because science is like a bold white, because science is, you got your white lab coat, right? Your white rooms, science. Okay. Awesome. That means we're going to need our domains less file. And there we go. And let's just do it. Let's font weight bold, color white, propaganda. Let's just make it bright red. So my blacklist, I was gonna say my blacklist has a bunch of domains inside of it, right? And those domains do not have a domain record, which it doesn't need a domain record because I just saved the string value in the whitelist and blacklist tables, like the string value of the domain itself. But that's not the proper way to go about it. I want to be able to view a list of like blacklisted domains. So now I'm going to have to go into my blacklist, get all the domains, and add them manually. All right, so we have 228,000 domains. Oh yeah, these are actually porn sites. So I see why all these websites are blacklisted and they don't need to be added as domains because I don't want them to be added as domains. I got over 200,000 blacklisted domains. Yeah, no, thank you. And in fact, I think my SQL under data, I should add that to the data, right? And the way I'd have to do that is through SSMS. This will be, let's see, blacklist. Blacklist. I think the correct way of doing it is where is it? Where's the backup stuff? Oh, you know what? I think I have to do it directly on the database. Yeah. Export data. There we go. Do 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 do. Okay. Let's go to our connection string then. Huh. Oh, you know what? Let's just do that. Destination. Flat file destination. Oh man. You know what? No. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna create a little script that generates it. So what I'm gonna do here is oh, you know what? Yeah, I can make it comma delimited. So, let me think. Is that not a thing? Can I use quotes? No. Or is it that way? Two double quotes? Yeah, I think you gotta use two of them. If I do that, it'll just give me a single quote. All right. How do I pivot? I want to pivot. I've never pivoted before, but this is a really good example of when we need a pivot. Or, no, sorry. Combine rows into string. That's what I want. Okay, that should do it. Hold on. Oh. There. That'll do it. Okay, let's see if this works. In fact, let's just do select top 10 to make it not kill us. Where domain is not empty. There we go. Yeah. And then at the very, very end, I'll just delete the last comma. All right, well. Can I just like print all of that? That's weird. All right, how about this? Hey. Okay, now one last thing. TSQL. New line in string. What the hell? That cell content, really? Oh. Is it car 10? Or car 13? Okay, so it's car 10. So we can actually do that. And do that. And then when we print the result, boom, look at that. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Now let's just do all of them. And in fact, we're gonna save this. Let's in our utility, we're gonna add a new SQL file here. We're gonna call it generate blacklist.sql. There. All right, so this one, we're just gonna click at a button. Wow, that was quick. Wait a minute. It's only printed. What? Hold on. There we go. Okay, I think I know what happened. Nope. Okay. Let's do top 1,000. Okay, that seems to work. Let's do all of them then. What the hell? All right, then we'll just do this. $228,000 rows. Fine by me. I'll just copy them. And starting there. On the very last thing, we'll just delete that and paste it here. Hey, that looks good. We'll save that. There we go. Now the reason why I just did that is because I want to save it in the repository, in the GitHub repository. So if anybody else wants to use collector, now they have a blacklist. Okay. On to the next thing. Let's see what we got. It's finally time to see the app we're working on. 56,000 results. Those results, though, are kind of annoying because there's no comma. Where's our count? There's our total. I totally forgot how to do that. Yeah, it's NO. There we go. And you know what? Guess what we're gonna do? Not that. And nope. And no, we're not gonna do that either. How about this? If there is a domain, then we'll do it. That's weird. There we go. Oops. Now, if there is no domain, we're still going to render our article. Accordion, but we're not going to put anything in it. There we go. And we're just going to set that to 0. Total result 0. So that we can choose. In fact, we should make newest. Let me see, where do we have that drop down? Search articles, okay. Yeah, best score, no. Newest, sure. So now every time you go to the article page, it won't query the database. It'll allow you to, you know, type in your search result. You can select a subject. You know what? This needs to be loaded down there. So I'm going to do that. Where is it? Subject's breadcrumb? No. This I'm going to leave here, right? But I'm going to hide it. in Sabre. So the default functionality is yes, it will load it up here, but I'm going to customize it so it loads down there. So to do that, I have to actually, first I have to figure out like, what is that? Okay, so page menu, page dash menu, and then subjects dash breadcrumb. There we go. And then we'll add it up here. And see what happens. Ooh. We're gonna have to add a little padding to our search box here, which is ID search, search form search. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do search. Margin right, 10 pixels. No? No margin? Let's, hold on. Oh, width is 100%. Which means we need to add a border. Wait, no, it's box sizing. Is border box? No. How about we do this? We'll do a calc 100% minus 20 pixels and make that important. And minus 20 minus 10 pixels. Yeah, minus 15 pixels. All right. And now we have to actually do our tilde, put it in there like that. For the calculation, so that less doesn't actually calculate it while it's rendering it. It'll instead just protect this string from being executed as a function. And there it is. So now when I select a subject, it's going to be down there. Nice. That looks so clean. All right. I think it's under articles, but there's a CSS file, a less file. Yeah. And there's my breadcrumb. I'm actually just gonna move that out so that it'll, oops, I gotta actually run my gulp watch task. And then I'll save. There we go. Much better. see that? And I gotta build my subject list based on like what librarians have been using for hundreds of years, or at least a few hundred years. Let's just do all subjects. And in fact, I'm gonna have to clean this a little bit. Oh, yeah. So for this, I'm actually going to make a margin bottom, like negative 15 pixels. Ooh. And then margin top, negative 15 pixels. Or negative 12. Oh, negative 5 for margin bottom, negative 12 for margin top. All right, we'll add that to our subject's breadcrumb. There we go. I like formatting my CSS differently than the rest of the world. It's easier for me to read. Beautiful. Let's double check. Yep, looks great. Looks clean. It doesn't affect the layout when I choose a subject. It just complements the layout with a very clean interface. And then there's one more thing I need to take into account. And that's this one. So if I add companies, all right, so that means I just need to clean this up. That H5 right there, articles H5, should probably have a margin top of negative, I don't know, 10 pixels. Negative 11 pixels. So what is this? Articles H5. All right, looks good. Actually, you know what? Let's add margin bottom too. Let's do negative 5 pixels. And then margin top will bring down a little bit to align it. So negative 8 and negative 5. Very clean. Very, very clean. All right. And then finally, the last piece is we're not going to do an accordion. We're going to change our search results because it's really important for us to have a clean search result system. So we're just not going to have an accordion here. And we don't even need to render our content. Okay, so now we need to change our article colors. Yeah, look at that. I'm just gonna remove all these colors here. What is that? DESC. Oh, I guess it's not being used, so I'll just get rid of that too. Info. Border left. Oh, is that a color? Let's find out. Yeah, and I like that color, so we'll keep it. And icon model, we're just gonna delete that. Domain. Nope, don't need that. Subjects, breadcrumb. Yeah, we'll keep that. All right, this should. Ooh, gotta get rid of that hover. Or make it like so light that it doesn't bother anyone. Yeah, let's clean this up. So let's hover over this. We don't need a margin bottom. Let's get rid of that margin bottom. And that border bottom needs to go. Let's make it like a greenish. Let's make it that color. Beautiful. All right, anything else? Yeah. The green itself, the hover green, I don't like that. So we're gonna change it to something more subtle. There we go. And also we need to get rid of the underline for that. So what is that? That's our title. And we have an A tag for our title. So a link, what? A hover, a active, and a visited. Text decoration is none. Color is, I don't know, much better. Okay, how about that? So if you hover over, no? What's going on here? I saved it. I refresh. I'm confused. Where's my hover? If I hover, oh, okay. I see what's going on. So I do have to do hover and active. And it should be underline, and the color should be, you know what, I'm just gonna leave the color for now. Yeah, so you click on the title. No article title, I wonder why. Six elements, really? Oh my god. This looks way better than it did before. But I think I'm gonna have to actually fix these lines still. Let's make it a little more separated. There we go. That looks clean. Not found. $11 articles. There we go. So, all right, so there's a problem here, right? We're reading articles, well, we're reading HTML pages that have no content. If there are 0 words in the entire document, then it shouldn't even be saved as an article. All right, let's see what happens if we update our download hub here. So if download only equals false, this will clean this code up. So if it already equals true, then don't even do any of that. And before we do any of those rules, then let's check DOM for content. So if there's no text anywhere on the page, guess what? Download only equals true. And then we archive it. If download only equals true, and then we find all the links and we collect links. Looks good to me. So if there's no content, it's not even going to include it as an article. How about this? If there are no images and barely any text, it's not an article either. Let's do this. Oops. So if there's no images, Let me think about this. Shouldn't it be checking to see if it's actually an article? Somehow. Determine the score. How do we determine the score? All right, so we're getting link words. Quality words plus quality images. So quality images is there could be a logo. So we're going to say one. It has to be more than one. And then quality words is the word count. So if it's over 500, it'll be 500. If it's under 500, then we'll get those words. And then the maximum quality words will be 75 divided by a maximum of 500 words to determine the quality. This is a good algorithm. So 25% of the score has to do with whether or not the article has an image. Well, two or more images. How do we get the images for the article? Get images. Article.body. See this array here, .body? This is an array of integers that is part of the analyzed article. So only specific element indexes are added to the article body array. And those indexes have to do with you know, what you're shown as the article, basically the article contents. excluding all the UI and advertisements and comments and stuff like that. All right, so let me think. Is there anything we need to change here? So the link ratio, right? We have a link ratio. So we're taking the quality and we're dividing it by word count. And the reason why we're taking the quality is reasons unknown. Info.quality. I know why, because we're clamping. We're clamping this to a minimum of 0 and a maximum of our quality. So we're taking our quality, dividing it by our word count. So let's do a little math here. Okay, so if our quality is, our max quality is 80%, right? So we take 80 and divide it by, let's say we have 500 words. Actually, no, hold on. We're taking 100% quality. Actually, okay. 100% quality divided by 500 words would give us a 0.2. And then we multiply it by our links. Let's say we have, sorry, those are not our links, but link words. So let's say we have our word count. Now our word count, I think, where is our word count? I think word count is just every single word, including inside of links. Okay, I see what's going on here. So let's clear all this. And then we'll do quality. Let's say our quality is at 100%. And we divide it by, let's say we have like 2,500 words. Right? And then we, so 4.04 multiplied by how many link words we have. Let's say we have 100 link words. Okay. Hmm. Okay, 0.04 times. Let's do our word count minus link word count, which would be 2,400. All right, so I see what's going on here. So the more link words you have, the worse the score gets. Let me think about that. Because we need a balance, right? We need like, to get 100%, you would have to have no links on the page. It would just be text. But to have links, it would drop the score, but not by much, right? Let's say we have 100% quality and we divide it by, let's say 600 words, right? Okay. And we multiply that by, let's say, I don't know, 50, 40, let's say 25 of those are link words. Okay, so that would be 575. Yeah, we'd get a 95. All right, that sounds good. And that'll give us a much better score. But if we, let's say we have our 100 divided by 600 words, but more than half of that is link words. So let's do times 250. So we're taking total words, which is 600, subtracting our link words, which is 350, and we're getting 250, right? So then we'd get a score of 41, which means it's more than likely going to be just a bunch of links. And then the final score should be link ratio. Wait a minute. Let me think about this. The link ratio. Yeah, I see what's going on here. We don't need a clamp. There we go. So we'll just math.round that. And then our final score will be our quality minus our link ratio. So, okay, I see what's going on here. So if our quality, hold on. We're just going to do 100% there. Oh, 100.0. Okay, so the link ratio is true to 100%. So if the link ratio is 50, Oops. Article info. Hold on. Give me a second here. Yeah, we're gonna clamp this one. I see what's going on. This is why we have our quality there. So we don't need to clamp. We just need to make sure. Well, no, the link ratio should use 100%. So we know what the exact ratio is. And we don't even need to round it. Oops. So we do need to clamp it. Actually, we don't need to clamp it. Yep. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to divide it by 100. And then multiply it by link ratio. So quality, let's say quality is 80. All right. So we take 80 divided by 100, 0.8. Then we multiply it by our link ratio. Let's say our link ratio is 50%. 40 is 50% of 80. And there's our final score. In fact, we can just do that. And from there, we can do other things. And so the problem with this is that this is for specifically for the article. We want a page score. So let's say it's every word on the entire page and every link on the entire page. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to call it determine page score. Total page words and total page anchor link words. All right. So instead of article, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it by characters. So total words equals article dot elements dot where. We're going to do this like This is gonna hurt our download queue system because it's a lot of processing, but we need to have this processing to determine the page score, because we could have articles that that have 0 words, and that's because after all the article rules are applied, it couldn't find the body of the article, but it exists. It's just collector accidentally flagged all of the article content as contaminated, right? So we need to determine our page score in order to determine whether or not this is a potential article, right? Because UI and advertisements will typically have a lot of link characters, but not many like regular characters. So a.text is greater than, is not null, and a.text dot select dot sum a.text dot length, and there we go. Total words and total cars, and also total link cars. Do I have something for like, there it is, hierarchy. Dot any b dot tag name equals a. There we go. Whew. That's gonna put a damper on my processing. All right, so we have our total cars and our total link characters, quality cars. We're just gonna, we're gonna rename that to quality cars. And that'll be our total cars characters. And images, sure. Let's get images. A dot tag name equals image, and a dot attribute dot contains key source. Or it contains an attribute source set. Total images. Oh yeah, we need to make that 0, and this one will be 1 because there might be a logo. All right. Score info. No, we're going to make this an int. So we're just going to change this to our quality. And, well, if total cars equals 0, then return 0. And let's just do that. Our link ratio, you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to put it there. Our link ratio is our total characters multiplied by our total link characters. And then our final score is going to be our quality. This is going to be a double. Oh, that also needs a, yeah, there you go. So we need to determine page score. Get page score. Do we even need article info? Wait, what? Oh, it's capital A. Nope, we don't need it. I need to press stop. That's so annoying. All right, so we have a page score now. And our page score will help us determine whether or not we should set this to download only. So we can delete all that. So the page score is less than 50%. 50, less than or equal to 40%. Then download only equals true. We're not going to save it as an article. Do not save such a low scoring download as an article. All right, let's see what kind of content scores low. Ugh. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh my god, that's so incorrect. 10 million links. What? Error parsing Dawn? First of all, what's going on with our links count? This is new. Okay. Zero feeds. What? Hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god, so many files. There we go. Hey, we got 31. Okay, it's an HTML page. Let's download it. What's the result? Looks good. Deserialize the article. 1900 elements. That was pretty quick. Let's see how many links we have. All right. We have 9 download rules. 132. Add the queue items. 0. Okay. 0. Let's add this to our watch. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and you know what? Let's get out of this loop. Zero. A 0 again. Wait a minute. How is that a thing? 0. What's len? 21. What? How is that even a thing? Hold on. All right, let's go to our script here. All right, let's just press stop real quick and then play real quick like. And then we're going to go into our HTML component for the download. Find our download.js. And then what is it? Feed. Or, yeah, feed. Feed directs to checked feed. All right. Links. Okay, let's just do a console.log. Total links found links. Update stat, that might be the culprit, but dot accordion dot stats. Let me see what we got here. Okay, we have accordion, we have stats, stat dash links. Yep. And then dot number. So let's see here. All right, so let's do a console log. Current stat for stat colon plus val. And then increment stat increment by increment. New value equals val. There. Now there's no excuse. Let's just break there. Zero. Checking 18 feeds. 0. 17 feeds. 0. 16 feeds. Oh my god. 204,527? Wait, what? Hold on. Let's try that again. Wait, where is it? Okay, we're there. Let's follow that line up to the top. Yeah, we're gonna go there and figure out. Okay, what's our content? Let's look for our links here. How many domains do we have? 49. Let's see how many we have checked. 30. 0. 1. 0. 0. And what is this? 1. 1. And 0. Oh, you know what? Let's look at our watch. There we go. Let's put 2 breakpoints. And let's add that to the let's add that to our watch. There we go. 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. On to the next one. 1. Come on. So many clicks. How many keys do I have? 49. Jesus. How about this? Why does it keep counting down by 2? That's really weird. Jackpot. 1. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Page score is 16. All right, let's look at it. Well, I mean, there's a lot of information here. Let's determine the page score again, shall we? So our quality is 100%, and our link ratio is 16%. Oh. There it is. So it's 100 minus link ratio. What are we returning? An 83. That's perfect. Let's refresh this. And I'm gonna just start downloading from 6 instances. I also need a... Oh my god. Oh, it's NAN. How about this? We'll just inject the HTML directly in. So, okay. If val... No, you know, I'm going to let the error happen for now, and then I will... Oh, also I need to look at this. What's my page score? 0. I wonder why. What's our article? Improbable URL. What's going on here? It's just an empty page. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. It's just an empty page. So I'm confident that my scoring system is going to work a lot more efficiently now. And but we can't have any nans. So let's just refresh this. And let's download from like 5 instances. Let's delete all breakpoints. Oh, it's blank. All right. Yeah. Where's our? We don't need any more console logs. That's it. Okay. Cool. Now watch as our numbers look beautiful. Yeah. No. What is this 51,000 new links? What the fuck? Hold on. This is some bullshit. What is that? 200,000? Okay, so it's still nan. Okay. All right, let's see if that fixes that. Still doing it. If type of val equals nan, that might be a better result. Damn it. Hold on. Let's do some experimenting. So A is nan. So type of A. A equals nan. Oh, is nan? Oh my god, is nan. That's so stupid. Alright, I don't need any of this console nonsense anymore. I am very confident that this will work just fine. A 100 bazillion. Oh my god. How about this? Will that work? Ah, 400 bazillion. Why is this happening to me? Let's see if we get some Isnan shenanigans. What? Increment by value 51,000? Hold on. Why is it still running? There we go. All right, let me think about this. If count is greater than, oh my god. If added links is greater than 10. How is it? What's going on? Why is it still running? That's not good. It was still running, even though I had refreshed the page. Anyway, add queue items. Let's look at this SQL. set count plus equals 1. Select count. Looks good to me. So let's just take it slow. A 102,000 links. Hold on. We have 6 domains, right? First of all, I shouldn't be downloading any links from those 2. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go back. And we're going to validate our URLs checked. 20. 1. Hold on a second. Yes. Cool. Perfect. Cool. With. Let me just double check. I'll just pay it off. My interest will be. Oh, sorry guys. Give me a second. See, I'm in the process of purchasing an RV trailer, and then I'm gonna get not Tesla, but Starlink, Elon Musk's Starlink, and I'm just gonna go out into the world. Yeah, just gonna go out into the world and write code next to a river, next to a creek, in the forest, wherever I want. This is what we're trying to figure out. What is our count? Okay, so we have one count. One. I forgot. I have to, yeah, I have to move it all the way to the top. All right, move it all the way up here where added links is 0. There we go. All right, so we have 20 URLs, then 1, then 1, then 1, 0. But my question is like, why is it taking 20 plus 1 plus 1 and turning that into like, hold on, like 200,000. So and to figure this out, we need to look at that add queue items again, which executes our bulk add, and then we split our arrays. $51,000 new links. What a bunch of horse shit. In fact, let's see how many links we have. Yeah, we have 520,000. Which is like around the amount that we've always had. And then let's do a where date created is greater than date add day -1 get UTC date 10,000. We've added 10,000. So there's something wrong with the count. No, we're not cleaning URLs as part of the data access layer. Sorry. And if count is greater than 100, let's just put a breakpoint right there. Let's just refresh the application. It's already 3 o'clock. I woke up at noon today. What the fuck? Our URL's checked as 1. What is our URL? Jesus Christ, why is it 51,000? What is going on here? Why does it say 51,000? can we just execute this one more time? Can I like can I like go here? Oh, I can't because it's gonna just say 0. Okay, so what if, how about we do this? Where is it? There it is. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna add a query string to it. Okay. So we're going to do a execute download bulk add URLs equals, we're just going to put a question mark 1 at the end. What's our domain? Oh, yeah. And what's the next one? Parent ID? What is our parent ID? Shit. I thought I fixed this. No, I mean, I thought I like already updated it. What's going on here? Oh, no, it's right there. Domain ID. What's our domain ID? 1862. All right, what's the last part? Feed ID is 5. We're gonna figure this out right now. 1. It returns a 1. It returns a 1. So why does it say like fucking 51,231? Look, if I do the same thing, right? In fact, watch this. If I do a quick watch and I do this, watch. Okay, now we have a 2. And then if I execute this, all right, what's string.join URLs? Okay, there's no comma. What is it returning? 0? Really? But if I do it here with a 3, it returns 1. So, can I modify this? What? I can't modify it? Why not? Can I modify it from here? Nope. Then why even give me the option of modifying it? How about, what is it called? C# interactive. There we go. All right, so let's look at URLs. Checked. Oh. Oh, it's just an interactive terminal for executing C#, but it has nothing to do with what we're looking at. I really don't know why these crazy numbers are coming up. I mean, it returns 1. Look, if I add a 4 here, guess what? It'll return 1. 1. That's what it returns, is 1. So I just don't understand how it can return 1, but then it gets transformed into like a bazillion. I don't know how it does that. $51,000 again? Are you fucking kidding me? This is how I feel about this bullshit. Like, how does it take one URL and return 51,232? Like, I just don't understand. My SQL query returns 1. Watch. URLs checked. Okay, what is this? What is this? This is what we're going to do. Okay? Watch this. We're going to copy that. We're going to go in here. We're going to do var count equals blah. Return count. Don't know why I need to apply changes. Anyway, where's our URL? Watch this shit. We're going to paste this in there. Okay. We're going to do this. Update, download, queue, set status equals 0, where, no. Delete from download queue, where URL equals blah. Okay. Deleted one row. Now let's execute this. But first, we got to figure out our domain and all that. So domain is sciencedaily.com. Don't know why they put it in quotes. It's really getting annoying. It doesn't need to be in quotes. Domain ID 1862 still. Okay. Watch how many we get back. Oh, look, we get a 1. We get a 1. So how is a 1 turning into 51,000? What the hell is going on? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do that. There. Select count. Guess what? Count's going to be a 1. Are there any other selects? No, there's 3 selects. And the first 2 loads into a temp table and loads into a cursor. So the last one is the only one being returned. Okay. This is bogus. I shouldn't be returning a count of anything more. Oh my God. 51,000 again. What is going on? What the fuck is going on here? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Boom. Make things simple. This is some bullshit, man. Like, seriously, this is fucking bullshit. It should not be returning that huge number. Like, what is going on here? Give me what I want. Fuck. Give me a normal fucking number. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Count to 0. Alright, well then let's do a quick watch. No. A watch, I mean. 6. 1. 51,234. What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. Do you feel my rage? Look, it's passing two elements. Okay? This should not be returning 51,000. Two array items. It should return a maximum of 2. You know what? I'm going to do this. Count equals count plus 1. Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going on. My rage has subsided. We're executing a stored procedure here. That could be returning stuff like the ID of the domain. So we'll do something. We'll do something here. We'll call this no ID equals 1. Okay. We'll just put that in there. Then we'll go to our domains. Yeah. Download queue add is returning our queue ID. So how do you hold on. Procedure inside store procedure without returning value. Without selecting. How about execute store procedure and without output? There it is. Boom. Suppress it. Oh. That's how you do it. Okay. Where's our execute? All right, so we'll just declare results or domain results as a table, and then id int. No. Yeah, int. And then we'll insert into domain results. Boom. Right. Bulk add. And then add. This should suppress those ID numbers by inserting it into a temp table instead of outputting it directly. All right. Enough with my anger. Jesus Christ, that pissed me off so much. But see, the problem was I wasn't thinking about the possibility, like, oh, why is it returning 51,000 every time? Well, then it clicked in my head after the rage ensued. That might be an ID number. And I used to have like insert into code here for creating a new domain, but I decided to change it to execute a store procedure that adds a domain, and that code is actually kind of complex because it can add it to the whitelist, to the blacklist. It has to generate the hierarchy and add it to the domain hierarchy, right? So yeah, I decided to go with executing a store procedure. Little did I know that fucked up the results of this store procedure because it returned an ID as the first select statement, and then it returned count as the second select statement. So now I'm returning the results of my store procedure into a temporary table, so that I'll always just return my count here. All right, this is fixed. Now we just got to test it. Here we go. And one more. Let's see if we get any crazy number of links. I'm going to delete all my console log stuff. If Visual Studio will let me, Jesus. Yeah, this looks more natural. You know what? Adding a queue item should tell me if it created a domain name. Oh, 140 links. Wow. So add queue item should tell me if it created a new domain name. So then I can have a number here that says new domains. All right, so the numbers, so it never actually added tens of thousands of links. It was returning an ID as the count, which broke everything. All right. Now that that's all fixed, what are we trying to do now? I wonder. See, it bothers me that I screamed into the mic in pure rage, Because, that's just part of being a programmer and being dumbfounded as a programmer and having an ego and being impatient and feeling like I've done everything I can to figure out the problem. And there's no solution. It's like my go-to is to just yell. It's like a release. And I don't like it. I love it, but I don't like it. Anyway. It doesn't matter because nobody's watching anyway. Zero watchers, zero views. Like, okay, YouTube, the face tube. I guess there's way too many live streams on YouTube for anyone to care or something. I mean, I've been streaming for 3 hours. When the hell is anyone gonna watch? When is YouTube going to recommend my channel to people? I'm pretty sure what I'm doing is important for the human race, okay? Like you're just gonna ghost me, YouTube? Is that what's going on here? 'Cause I subscribe to some conservative YouTube channels like Salty Cracker. Is that what's going on? Or is it just a conspiracy and just nobody cares about science and technology? Or watching a live stream about a next generation search engine? I guess everyone on the planet's just a stupid person that just wants to look at tits and ass and music videos and fucking funny bullshit videos. Right? No one cares about science and technology. No, I think what's happening right now is I'm being what do they call it? Like ghosted by YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. I mean, you are owned by Google, and I am creating a next-gen search engine that will destroy Google. Destroy. Because you can't hide now, okay? You can't just force feed us propaganda websites all the time in our search results, all right? This search engine will label websites as propaganda. And I'm not talking about right-wing websites. Those are sure, some of them are propaganda, but also some of them dive really deep into science. And it shows a lot of evidence, not one-sided evidence. But, for some reason, all the far left shit is on the top of every search result. Like Politico. Yeah. Propaganda, bro. It's all propaganda. I want the truth. I want science. There's just no data now. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, I have 1 gigabit internet from Suddenlink, but every time I stream, I get suddenly unlinked for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds sometimes. It's just a shit connection. I don't understand. Anyway, I was talking about how Google is full of propaganda because all they do is promote propaganda websites in their search results, and they don't promote anything else. Like, it's hard to find anything right wing on Google. You type in right wing, and it's just going to talk shit about right wing. Because, of course, the only people who say right wing are the people who talk shit. So that makes sense. But if you type in something like, I don't know, President Trump, let's look at all the propaganda on Google. Okay, it shows his official advertisement that this is a lie, this is propaganda, this is not official, okay? Unless it is winred.com, okay, that might be official. Topic in news, FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Look, it shows about him. Okay, look at this, New York Times, Insider, Trump supporters protest. Washington Post, Bloomberg, Fox, NPR. Oh, look, it has whitehouse.gov, Politico. I would argue Wikipedia is propaganda. Oh, look, we have DonaldJTrump.com. That's cool. CNN, right underneath it. Fox News, The Hill. Like, first of all, nobody fucking cares about these news websites. I want actual content about Donald Trump. Like, blogs about people talking about Donald Trump. I don't care about CNN. CNN is garbage. Nobody cares about CNN. It's propaganda. Fox News, propaganda. The Hill, propaganda. Like, what I want to know is I want to see content that people, individuals created about Donald Trump. Like, oh, I saw Donald Trump today. Here's my experience getting a photo with Donald Trump, interviewing Donald Trump, talking to Donald Trump. Like, I want personal experiences. I don't want fucking propaganda all over my front page of my search engine, okay? If FBI sees classified records, I want photos, I want blog posts or Twitter, not Twitter, but like web pages where people posted personal content that proves that there was an FBI agent at the Mar-a-Lago residence. Like people standing outside of there taking photos with their phones. That's the kind of content I want. Look, I'm in front of Trump's house and the FBI is here right now. Wow. That's what I want to read. I don't care about Fox News or Bloomberg. Okay? They need to die. These companies need to die. I want the words out of the mouth of the babe, right? I want to see first-hand interactions. I don't want news reporters going on the scene. That shit doesn't matter to me. Okay? That's why Twitter is so powerful, because you're getting retweets from, basically somebody finds something, they take a photo of it, and then it gets retweeted and liked, and everyone learns about from the mouth of the babe, from the original poster. Basically, all this other shit is garbage, and I don't care about any of it. The Hill, NBC News, TrumpWhiteHouse.archives.gov. See, this is a legitimate link right here. Okay? This is a legitimate link. I don't want news websites. I want a button that lets me leave out news websites. Give me anything but news websites. Let's look at the tools. Look, all you can do is time and verbatim. Like, come on, Google. You guys are fucking amateurs. You're a joke. I don't want to search all or news. How about not news? How about blogs? How about that? Blogs. Where's my blogs search? Do I have to do blog President Trump? Oh no. Look. It's a news article. Like, why even have a news tab when everything you do is fucking propaganda? Like, all should just be replaced with news. Because that's all I'm looking at. Look, watch. If I type in, I don't know, like my name. Okay. This is what I want to see. My Instagram page, my LinkedIn page, my own personal website, my twitter.com, my GitHub, my Facebook, my Medium, my YouTube, right? This is content that I want to see. Now, if I type in Donald Trump, I don't want to see CNBC. I don't want to see top stories, okay? I don't care about your top stories. I want to see his stuff. Stuff made by him. Or stuff that people have created for him. Not news outlets. This is all propaganda. All of it. Any kind of major news outlet that isn't fully transparent, and when I say fully transparent, I'm talking about like Blaze TV, Epoch Times, okay? Epoch Times, fully transparent. These people are legit. They don't talk about emotions or opinions. They talk facts. That's all they talk is facts. These websites, Politico, Washington Post, all these motherfuckers, it's all opinion. It's all emotion. Let me give you an example here. We're going to go to Washington Post, okay? Oh, that's just wonderful. Wow, you're a piece of shit website. Fuck you, and let's click on another one, Politico. All right, so here's the thing. They're basically just talking about, like, this is what the FBI did. based on what the court told the news agency, right? This is what the FBI did. The documents, you know, after the Justice Department sought their public disclosure amid relentless attacks by Trump and his GOP. Relentless attacks by Trump? Like, where's your proof? What are you talking about here? Underscore the extraordinary national... See, extraordinary. See, it's emotional. National security threat that federal investigators believe the missing documents presented. Really? The concern grew so acute that Attorney General approved the unprecedented search. Right. But the question is, why didn't they just ask him for it? Mishandling some of the nation's most sensitive secrets? First of all, why did he have the documents? Why did he keep the documents? Right? Yeah. So there you go. So basically, what they're trying to say is some stuff about how the president declassified those documents already. Anyway, see, this article is actually pretty neutral. I'm surprised. But anyway, the point is, Google thinks they know what we want to see, but Google basically only shows us mainstream news websites, and that's it. That's all they show us when it comes to most. I don't want fluff, okay? I don't want to read all that stuff from a news agency. I want to read it directly from the Department of Justice, directly from all these other websites that post content. Like first-hand content, not some second-hand news bullshit. Right? Like, first of all, how the hell did these news guys get all that information? Where are the references? Right? Where are the references? Show me the references. Where are the references? Here's a link. Look at that. There's an actual reference. Here's, yeah. This is the kind of stuff that I want to see. Anyway, it's been over 3 hours, and I fixed some bugs, and I'm downloading stuff. Thousands of links. The next step that I want to start getting into coding is on the domains page. All right. So I want to basically be able to get a list of root domains here. Click on one. The hell? S is not defined. What do you mean S is not defined? That was weird. All right. And then I want a new tab here for links. And it'll show all the domains that are apparent to this domain. Another thing I need to do. Okay, I just had an idea. I need to stop. I need... Wait for it. I need domain links, which for each domain, it shows me all the other domains that were found on the pages of that domain. It's not necessarily a hierarchy, it's just linkage between one domain to many domains. Right, so we need a new table here. And we're going to call this domain links. We're just going to copy our domains. Actually, our domain hierarchy, because that's the closest thing to our domain links. Because a domain hierarchy is really just basically like which domain found other domains. But domain links is very different. And then the link ID is going to be inverted, which means the domain ID is the domain in question, and the link ID is the domain that had a link on a page in the other domain. Anyway, it's kind of difficult to domain links, difficult to explain, but there we go. I'm going to create the table, and then let's go into our store procedures here. Let's go into our into our domains. We're going to add a domain add. Okay. So there's the parent ID. But this is not accurate. In fact, we don't need this. What we really need is our bulk add. Which, let's add a new folder here. We'll call it links. And we'll just copy the store procedure into there. Man, everything takes forever in Visual Studio. Why does it take this long? I don't understand. It's not like it has to like search a database of 1 billion fucking files. All it's doing is updating the CS project file and creating a file on the hard drive. Like, what the fuck, Microsoft? Jesus fucking Christ. Domain link add. Like, seriously, this is the fucking biggest joke. Like, why? Why does Visual Studio have to be so clunky? Jesus. Sometimes I just feel fucking pissed off. So, all right. This is going to be an int. And then link ID will be an int. And then we're going to do this. Begin try. So we're just going to have a try catch. Because having that, just getting an error instead of like using an if statement to see if it already exists, getting an error is way faster in SQL. All right, so we'll add that. We'll add that to our domains. Domain add here. We have a parent ID. So domain is actually the link ID. So if parent ID is greater than 0, then we're going to just execute domain link add. Domain ID equals parent ID. And link ID equals ID. And then for our downloads, for adding and bulk adding, if we're not going to, if the domain already exists, then we're just going to execute domain link add. Download queue add, what? Oh, sorry. ID is actually a domain ID. There you go. And then, yeah. And then where's our download queue bulk add? There we go. And that's, I think those are the only places where I actually create a domain. Cool. So let's run this again. Get our downloads to start adding records to the domain links table. Give it a second. It's still building. In the meantime, look at this beautiful graphic. Anyway, let's do random 5 instances. Let's make it 6 instances. Okay. In our store procedure, sorry, our query, yeah, let's do this. Select star from download links. Domain links. Sorry. All right, we already have 31 rows. How do we have a domain ID of 0? Oh, I know how. Okay. Okay. Where's our store procedures? Let's do bulk add. Yeah, we have to do this. If parent ID is greater than 0, then begin and end. Let's add that here as well. Looks good. All right, let's continue our efforts. There we go. How is the parent? How? What? No, 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 no. The domain ID and link ID cannot be the same. So there's something wrong happening. All right, first of all, let's look at this one. So the domain ID is the parent ID. So do I just have incorrect code somewhere? Let's go into our signal R here and add queue items. Okay, that looks right. Let's find this one. Queue.domain ID. That looks right. Oh, I get it. Okay. So basically what's happening is, yeah, it's passing the parent ID, but it's also passing the domain, and the domain could be the same as the domain that we're on, that we're downloading from. So this domain is actually the domain for the list of links that it found. So they could be the same thing. So now we have to figure out our hierarchy. Hold on. And parent ID is not the same as domain ID. That's what I need. And we have to do this for our domain add store procedure as well. And parent ID is not the same as ID. Oops. Actually, that can't happen. It's impossible. Anyway, but in this case, it could happen for when we're adding to our domain queue, download queue. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, so the next big thing we're going to have to do is add the tab for links, and it'll show all the domains that this domain is linked to. And also, there will be a checkbox next to each domain. and I'll have like an action button, or maybe like it'll probably be like like an action button that when you click it, a drop down appears and you're able to choose the action, kind of like what Google does. And that action button will include, whitelist selected, blacklist selected, um, etc., etc. Mainly whitelist and blacklist, so that I can look at each individual domain in the list, click on them, and they'll like, when I click on them, it'll just check it like this. But there should be like a external link here, and then I would click on that, and it would open up a new tab with that website, so that I can analyze the website manually, and then decide, okay, yeah, I'll check it, and I'll check this, and I'll check that, and then, oops, I shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, I'll check those items, and then hold on. Okay, yeah, they're unchecked, and then I'll choose from my action list. Right, I'll click on my action list, and I'll choose whitelist. Boom, and now all of a sudden, when I'm downloading, eventually I'll start downloading content from those websites that I whitelisted. So I can easily look at a list of domains, right? Like this, where there's a few websites. Like I wanna be able to add specific domains that are like directory domains. Ooh. Oh, I need to add a drop down for type. For domain type. Excuse me. Oh. Anyway, so then, yeah, I'll add a drop down for domain type. Then I'll be able to select directory for domain type. It'll show me all my directory websites. I can click on them, view links, and then maybe even filter links based on unprocessed domains. And then bulk whitelist all those domains if I want. So then I can easily start downloading tons of content from all over the internet. Now, the only problem with that is now, if I want to read content, any kind of content, well, and it's for a domain that I haven't hold on. Yeah, I need to add, I broke my articles page. Anyway, my point was, now that I have all these whitelisted domains and I'm downloading millions of articles, if I search for any articles, right, and well, for a domain, then I'll have to, clean up my download rules and my analyzer rules, and so I'll still have to manually manually clean up all of my content for any domains that I whitelist. It's just that it'll be easier for me to find domains that I want to download content from. we're getting closer and closer to having an actual search engine. I just need to be able to whitelist specific domains and blacklist everything else. I don't want to be like Google where anyone can submit a domain and then it'll index that domain. I want it to be a procured list, a curated list. That's the word I was looking for. A curated list of domains, and for each domain, curated content. Okay, I don't want sitemaps. I don't want search pages. I don't want, in some cases, author pages. I don't want not found pages. I don't want access denied pages. I don't want etc., etc., etc. And on top of that, I also want the ability to sign up for these websites, provide my account information to Collector, and then use Charlotte to log into my account and start downloading content from that website. Hold on. All right, so my friends are texting me. I've been streaming for a long time, 3.5 hours almost, and I'm gonna have to prepare to hang out with my friends. I got, typically on the weekends I do D&D on Sunday afternoon, and I just try to write as much code as I can and play like Hunt Showdown, or lately I've been playing a little bit of Borderlands 3 with my friend, but mostly Hunt Showdown, some VR. I love VR, but mostly just writing code and keeping my life organized and writing in my journal and just doing life. But yeah, my friends are dinging me because it's the weekend, they want to hang out, so I'm gonna have to go and take some time off for myself and hang out with my friends. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. Until next time, sorry for the rage, but every once in a while, man, writing code can piss me off, especially if I don't understand what the hell's going on.